everyone, my name is Stanley St. Rose, and today we're going to be talking about apartheid. Now, before I go into the summary analysis of this topic, please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment so that the channel can continue to grow. Now, apartheid. Apartheid is a very significant topic, and we're looking at South Africa. So South Africa had a system of apartheid from 1948 to the 1990s, and it's pretty much a system, a hierarchical system that divided people of different colors. So you had white, black, people of color, people of mixed race, and then you have Indian and Asians. And pretty much apartheid, it split these four groups apart. The white people had a specific location that they could live in. They had specific regions and locations they could live in. Black people had different locations, regions they can live in, and so on and so forth. And basically, apartheid, it's pretty much segregation. It determined who you could marry. The black and the white people couldn't get married together. They couldn't, have children. It determined what kind of jobs you could have. It determined, where you could work, where you could live, what you could do. It's very similar to American segregation. Apartheid. Nelson Mandela, throughout his life, he fought against apartheid to end apartheid. Apartheid is a system of oppression. It had pretty much, it favored the minority white population within South Africa. And so for colored people, for black people, for people of mixed race, it was a system of oppression. It really limited them in terms of economic freedom, in terms of personal freedom. Lots of people within Africa fought to end apartheid, the system of oppression, the same way that Martin Luther King is synonymous with the civil rights movement in the United States, is the same way that Nelson Mandela is synonymous with the end of apartheid in South Africa. He spent 27 years in prison. He was charged with trying to overthrow the government. He spent 27 years in prison. Ultimately, in the 1990s, he became the president of South Africa. Apartheid ended in the 90s, and throughout the presidency of Nelson Mandela, what he tried to do was trying to get justice and trying to build a way forward for the country to move in a way that's beneficial for black people, white people, colored people, mixed race people, Indians, Asians, people of different cultures, backgrounds, and heritage. And so, in a nutshell, that's what apartheid is. It divided the different groups of people into different regions of South Africa. It determined who you could marry. It determined, who you could, where you could live, what jobs you could have. It was a system of discrimination, segregation, and it oppressed a lot of people. It's the same way of the black codes and the Jim Crow laws in the U.S. and the era of segregation in the U.S. It's very similar to it. That's why Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King are very synonymous with one another, because they both pretty much did the same type of work. Martin Luther King is known for helping bring about the civil rights movement in the U.S., and Nelson Mandela is known for the end of apartheid in South Africa. So that's the apartheid in a nutshell. That's the definition of it. That's what occurred within it. Again, the 1990s were not that long ago. We're in 2023 now. So there's still movements, and there's the government in South Africa is still working to make sure that everybody's rights are protected, and people are protected, and people are not discriminated against, and segregation is not occurring. But again, the 1990s were not that long ago, so we're still in a rebuilding era in South Africa from apartheid. So that's apartheid. That's my explanation of it. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and or comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video.